Yo. Let's see what we're saying on the charts. Right then, let's have a look. So we've got no news today, pretty much no news day, so it's going to be price action based day on the looks of it. Let's see how that goes. For some reason it's not registering this master account. Come on, why are you being annoying? Register accounts, please. Should update now with all the accounts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 11. Perfect. We got all accounts now. 11 accounts. Spot on. Perfect. Okay, done. Right, let's get to trading now then. It's annoying because that stuff does take time, but welcome to trading problems with multiple accounts. Okay, get rid of that. $740. I'd like to see this high fail. And then I'd like to obviously price come up, take this high. And then potentially fail, but may not be the case. I suppose if we look at it like that. So GJ buys look valid. Price would have missed there anyway. Unless you cover this whole gap here, then you would have been tagged. Like that. I was covering about 0.2 anyway. I was a little bit late on there. I was supposed to start the stream like at around 20-25 past, but I woke up a bit late, man, so that was my fault. Otherwise, if I was on the stream for about 20-25 past, I might have been able to catch this then, maybe, but that's okay, no problem, that's fine. You knew that zone was gonna fail regardless. That's more valid, yeah. We were making higher highs, high lows, high highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, low high, low, 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 high, low, 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 high, low, low. Big news takes all that liquidity, makes a new high, low, high, low, 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 high, low, 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 high, low, low, lower high, potential to come to make a lower low. Yeah. Because the highs are being made in London and New York, so that's interesting. This one was made in New York, so yeah, I think that is gonna look better to short, because if you look at M5 here, you just got a huge channel, man. I look at that. It's on the M2, might be a bit more clearer. It's just a big channel, isn't it? I prefer that there. So we'd want price to come in, mitigate some of this trend line or whatever you want to call it, yeah, and then sell off from there. And then we even have it here. But then what I'm seeing here also is that, look at this. Now I need to see what happens. Is price gonna come up, take this zone out, then take this zone afterwards? Price gonna come down and take this zone then? So basically, yeah, we got either this, or we got this. That's basically it. So we gotta figure out which one is it. So we need to keep an eye on that. Yes, Divit, good morning, bro. Morning. Oh, you know GBPCHF yesterday, buys were the right one. I marked at this zone because price come and took this zone here, but all that was the invalid zone. I was thinking about that, man. That was literally invalid zone because the break structure, price come in, gave a reaction, then took it out. So this was the invalid zone. So the longs were right. If I shouldn't have drawn this line. If I left that line and said, right, this zone's gonna fail, you got this liquidity here, that's all gonna fail as well, then I would have probably taken the long from here. So, but obviously it's hindsight, innit? It's easy to get caught in the wrong side, isn't it? But I'd rather not take the trade and protect myself from taking an L than taking the trade and taking an L. So yeah, I just wanted to say that, innit? Because I was looking at that. I literally used to go into the stream 10 minutes ago. I was looking like, oh shoot, I was wrong, you know? Price flew down here, man. The build up here. Actually, no, let me delete that because we don't need that because that price action is done, isn't it? But what we see here is different. Price is coming up to here now. And if we used to look at this, so this is a build up. There was a pullback of the inducement. There was price to continue. Now I wouldn't want to take this trade. Even though it's valid, I think that's gonna turn in, because you know, okay, you know, with the way that we trade divot, yeah, do you know after we've taken our entry, we are now liquidity, yeah? So I'm expecting this to fail. I'm thinking this is gonna be the new liquidity that's gonna get attacked, because I bet on the M1 is probably already. Uh-huh. Okay, price is pulling down. So that means you'd want to look for potential longs now. So it's met this criteria here. Right, let's look for longs then. This zone's where guys are gonna look for a long, for a short. Don't just whatever data gives you in it, bro. Whatever data gives you. Right now, I'm not so focused on my 1 to 10, 1 to 15 risk reward data because the volume is still in August. In the last week, it might be a bit low, so I'm gonna be a little bit more flexible now. Does that make sense? Because of the lack of volume in it. Yeah, good. Yeah, got you. Yeah, that's good. If you trade 1 to 3, you're limiting yourself, man. Why limit yourself? You know what I mean? But the way this is Wacko's old way of trading, the older way that he trades. Don't use the 30-second chart either. Just because I'm doing it doesn't mean you should. You need experience. It took me about 8-9 months to get comfortable with M1 to now start looking at 30-second. I need it to come down and then give me a better... Might take a bigger stop loss on this on gbpjpy. Yo Bashy, what's up, man? Jason. Oh, are you the Jason from Miko's stream? Yeah, I think that I've seen yesterday, if memory serves me right. Yeah. Hey. Welcome, bro. Welcome. Good morning, man. I'm guessing you're from the UK if you're awake this early, yeah? Okay, so now we have an issue because price is tapped into that invalid zone, but I really still want to hop in longs on the M1. Loved your podcast episode, bro. You speak really well. Podcast. Oh god, yeah. That was when I first started trading, like 3 months after I started trading, I did my first podcast. And that YouTuber, he's a really lovely guy. He's from Canada. I think he's got like 50,000 followers or something, or subscribers on YouTube. Lovely guy. But that was when I was like 3-4 months into my trading journey. I want to do another podcast with him where we talk about psychology in depth, like a 2-hour, kind of like a seminar. So I want to do a seminar based kind of psychology thing with him again. But yeah, it was really good, man. I didn't get enough time to go into everything I wanted to go into, but as a trader I've grown from, because that was October last year. So November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. Oh my god. That's 10 months ago. Wow, I'm a completely different trader to what I was 10 months ago. And my psychology is even more rigid. You see why, Divot? Why we have the invalid zone? You see why? Feels like a lifetime ago. Yeah. Because I started trading in April, right? April, May, June, July, August, September, October. So I did that podcast 6 months after I started trading, and I didn't trade July, I didn't trade August, I didn't trade September. So it was only 4 months of experience I had on the chart, and I did that podcast. So yeah, man, I'm always preaching about trading psychology and stuff like that, but it's only for certain scenarios, like traders who understand the job of being a trader. They'll know where psychology is relevant or where it's not relevant and stuff like that. Yeah, lifetime ago. Melbourne. Oh wait, Melbourne, that's Australia, isn't it? Melbourne, Sydney. Yeah, you're from Australia. Crikey. Crikey. Yeah, thanks for joining, Jason. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. I'm a very different trader to Miko. He trades high time frame, 4 hour and stuff. I trade M1, so it's a very different ball game. Australia, crikey. It's 5 p.m. here. Yeah, I think you guys are like 8 hours ahead. It's 8 a.m. in the UK. 8, 9, 10, 12. 9 hours ahead. Oh, you share a similar time zone to Asia. So see how London Open induces these lows right here. Yeah, Sydney is Asia market. Yeah. I thought so. You're in the same time zone as Asia. Interesting. But yeah, you see how you see how London Open comes and it took out these 3 lows. If you break structure here, you could take an entry from the low of London in the expectation that low of London is going to be a protected low. Although price action is overall balanced, is generally overall balanced on GJ. You do have this gap here, but I wouldn't mind hopping into this, but I have to cover the low, obviously. Spreads are quite loose at the moment as well, aren't they? They're at 1.2. So I'm gonna try and cover a bit more spread in case I get slapped in the face with the sandal. Now we can still look at euro longs, but we do need to see a break of structure to the upside because price coming at this invalid zone, which isn't what we like to see. We like to trade into the invalid zone, not get the invalid zone mitigated prior to obviously our entry model. So we need to just kind of have a bit of patience and stuff. So what I'm seeing on Euro USD, just so Jason can see, I'll put up the chart real quick and I'll do a really fast analysis so I don't miss any of the trades. Basically, we got this high here that we want to take. We got all of these highs you want to take if obviously DXY is bearish. Right now, we got a lot of channel going on here. 1 touch, 2 touch, 3 touch, 4 touch, 5 touch, 6 touch, 7 touch. That for me is a buildup of liquidity with relatively equal highs above it. So I want to kind of trade into this level here for an intraday perspective on M1. That's pretty much that. That's just a really quick rundown, because when you're trading M1, you can't, how can I put it? I can't stay off the charts for too long, because the move can happen in a matter of moments. So you have to be super quick. Gotta be trigger finger. Hence why, you know, yeah, just a quick rundown on that. Price is coming into this zone, but price tagged into this supply zone here, which I think is an M5 supply. Yes, it is. Don't like the look of that at all. Oh, you're looking at M1 as well. That's interesting. There's not many of the people who look at M1, they get scared. That's my focus on learning intraday. ORB, open range breakout or something. I think I've heard of ORB. I think I've heard of it. Open range breakout or something like that. Yeah, I've heard of ORB. All of these strategies are very similar, Jason. They really are. I've heard of it. I think, don't you use the M15 or M30 for the open range breakout? So you mark out that range and then you trade within that or something. Okay, so it did tag it, but I didn't take it just because it tapped into this supply zone here, so I'm quite skeptical. Okay, lower high, low low, lower high, lower low, lower high, higher low, higher high. Oh, wait a second, wait a second. Oh, damn it. That's what I would have wanted to long from, but it broke structure in the same candle and then mitigated it, so that's not what I like to see. Yeah, M5 or M15 range, then traded the breakout. Right, it's break and retest, isn't it? It's basically break and retest on the M15 or M5. I think that's my understanding of ORB anyway, because I've heard of it. Yeah. That's interesting. That's very, very interesting. So that GJ is looking okay, but as I said, I didn't take it because I was skeptical of this supply zone. Because on the M1 we touched it here, and here we made higher lows here, but we haven't made a higher high. We've kind of rejecting at that level right now, so for me that's skeptical. Yeah. To be honest, bro, I learned my technicals through YouTube and stuff like that as well. But I use someone named Matt Gray. He kind of trades like smart money concepts, I suppose. But I learned market structure from him, supply demand from him, the idea of or the importance of sessions and stuff like that. And then I went off on my own, so I just learned my basics from him. Then I went off on my own, did my own research and stuff. Come across a couple different courses, looked at each different courses, learned a bit from here, learned a bit from there. Then I did back testing to realize what does price action do. And when I started to see price action have certain behavioral traits, then I was like, wait a second. I'm starting to understand where it's important. So I kind of basically, my strategy works, right? Sweeping liquidity. So it works on liquidity sweeps. So for example, here we got a channel, build up of a channel, pull back to mitigate that channel, and then a continuation. And then you got build up of a channel, pull back of a deeper level. Now we're looking for a long. So it could be channels, it could be like structural highs and lows. It could be session highs and lows that get swept. There's basically just sweep of zones in it. And then everything else is data driven, really. Oh, that trade's not doing bad at all. Look at that. Break even would have happened as soon as it breaks that high. Yeah, just momentum in the candles. But you have to know that because we're in August and the volume's low, the momentum isn't going to be what people perceive it to be. So yeah, you have to understand the condition of the market you're trading. Example, in summer, you get loads of choppy price action, you don't get big volume with big volatile moves. So you have to be mindful of the price reflecting that. Bashy, check EU longs. Yes. You broke that structure there. You could have taken it from there. You could have taken it from there and it's gone to 30 seconds. But you would have taken an L. You would have taken an L. You would have taken an L. Yeah. You would have taken an L. You know, in this scenario, what you'd really like to see is this invalid zone fail, divot. You'd have an aggressive entry by taking it from here. But this is why I risk 0.25% because it allows me to be aggressive. But personally, I'd wait for this zone to fail to then look for a long divot. I was saying that we could take it from there, but the reason I didn't take it is because I was waiting for this to fail in it. There you go. So now you would have had break even on gbpjpy in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 minutes. That's not bad. 5 minutes would have been break even. That's not bad at all. And you know, looking at GBPUSD, yeah, we just tapped into a supply zone and it's actually holding. I really want that to be invalid, but equal high, sweep breaker structure, price tagged in at London. We normally get a 10-15 pip correction to the one side, which triggers into about here, and then we could potentially get into longs from there. See, you know the open range breakout that you talk about on EUGU, I see EUGU normally doing London open, you get a move of about 10 to 15 pips in a direction, which is normally your breakout of whatever level. Then you get the reversal. That reversal is the one that leads to a 40-50 pip move, 30 pip move actually. So I try and capitalize on that. Whereas Orb is just the breakout of London session, isn't it? Guys, do me a favor, like the video. I know Div already does, but Jason, if you like it, I'd appreciate it. Thank you. I did try to catch that reverse yesterday, but I got cooked. I cooked the order. I'm still learning. Haha, it's fine, bro. Don't worry. How long you been learning for? Like, how long you been trading? So look at that. So you'd have had break even in 5 minutes, and the benefit is you would have protect yourself from an L, because that could quite easily come down and take that load. There's no, if this is the real move of the day, that London induced these lows here, and that's going to be the main push, you should never come back to this level. Never come back to that level. Since December, paper trading since 2 weeks. Oh god, you're new at trading. Oh god. Yeah. You and you knew about trading. Don't worry, bro. When you need psychology, I'm right here. Because I focus on being more of a psychology mentor, innit? I don't really teach technicals because I don't have the patience, but I like teaching psychology because it's so individualistic. You know what I mean? Yeah, Divot, he's brand new, bro. He's new like a piece of paper, like a fresh piece. Jason, I hope you know that a lot of traders are about to face hell. Exactly, that's what I was just about to warn him of, innit? The dangers of trading. The reason I didn't enter was supply zone touched in GBPUSD. Exactly. Well done, Divot. Well done. Good lad. That's why I was waiting for EU to see if it takes that zone. If EU takes that zone, yeah, then GU would have naturally followed, innit? Then you could say, right, okay, there's a possibility we can look to take longs, or it just depends on how the price action acts, in it, like what it does, basically. Actually, you know, a lot of traders in trading, there's like a 80-90% fail, 95% fail. So if you're trading low time frame, Jason, I would suggest that you don't go low time frame. Like I say to all my friends, don't trade M1. Just because I can doesn't mean you can. I'm a bit of an anomaly because I've excelled at a faster pace than most people. But the reason I trade is different to most people's reasons anyway, because a lot of people trade due to the money you can make. I don't care about the money, so it's a very different perspective. So the emotions that I feel during trading are completely different to those who have greed-based reason for trading, like, oh, I want to trade because everyone's a millionaire. That person is going to get annihilated by the markets. In that scenario, you're much better off trading higher time frames because it gives you more clarity and it's more, you got so much more time to think, analyze, use fundamentals, which is what moves the market on a higher time frame, and the data is kind of easy to look at and consume, if that makes sense. There's a lot of information. So yeah, that's what I would advise for any new trader, because if you're going straight into M5, M1, that's going to be difficult. If you're M15, that's not bad, but I'd advise that you try and do orb on a 1 hour or orb on a 30-minute. That's already a red flag, Jason. Don't this is going to be hard to explain, man. So, you know, now that you're new to trading, yeah, stick to one thing. Don't stick to numerous things and, you know, oh, that looks nice, I'll do a bit of that. That looks nice, I'll do a bit. Stick to one strategy and really master that strategy, really understand it. Don't like do orb and stuff like that and then do like swing trades and stuff, which is a different strategy, because then you're gonna think that, oh, I took a loss on this low time frame because of the orb, I'm gonna go to the 4 hour, I'm gonna take they are part of the same strategy. Oh, okay, so it's the exact same strategy on the high time frame and the low time frame. That's okay, but stick to one time frame. I don't know, it's up to you, bro. I mean, it's your choice, but what I've realized about a lot of traders failing with psychology is because they're taking off. New traders bite off more than they can chew, and they don't stick to one thing. Trading is one of those jobs where if you master the one thing, that's what's going to make you profitable. Not having a good understanding of 5 different strategies, but being a master of one. This is one of those types of jobs. Does that make sense? I do higher time frame analysis for swings, then I have a bias and narrative so I can intraday with confidence. Aha. Yeah, got you. You see how price come down to this low and the spreads would have slapped it? but I covered the low. Odds are you would have probably been taken out because the spreads were about 2 pips a second ago. So this is why it's good to have a fast break-even process. Let's get rid of that. Okay, we swept Asia low now. That's important. One second, guys. Yeah, 15 through it. Yeah. It's tapped into a supply zone. The spread on GJ so bad. Why is the spread so bad? 1.9 pips is huge for yen. Normally it's like 0.6, 0.7. I'm surprised it's such a huge spread. Euro has hit resistance from Monday. Yeah. No, that doesn't really affect you, yen. I don't think it affects the yen that much. It affects the dollar, which could correlate to the yen, possibly. Maybe it could be because of that. But if that was the case, then you'd have more spreads on all the pairs. GBPCHF is average spread, Euro is average spread, Pound is average spread. It's just the yen that's got increased spread. Futures are suggesting so. Yeah, possibility, yeah. But if it was the case where it affected all market conditions, then we'd see that across all 4 pairs. Because the reason I trade these 4 pairs is they're all interlinked through cross correlation. So the yen is the opposite of the USD. The CHF and the yen are both linked within that being safe haven currencies. They're both opposite to USD. GU and EU are basically the same. They move in synchronization. So if I see Euro USD is weak and GBPUSD is strong, and then I see GBPJPY, GBPCHF is strong, then I know Euro is individually weak. Does that make sense? It's cross correlation against these 4 pairs that are all interlinked. No one does that. Literally no one trades like that. I've not come across anyone who does that at all. But it's because they don't understand the fundamental impacts and how all markets are interlinked. Whereas I know the yen is interlinked. You say Euro psychology, that's very technical. That's fundamental. That's not technical. So to understand the importance of the yen and the importance of the Swiss franc versus the dollar is more of a fundamental understanding. So fundamental with a sense of sentiment. Sentiment is what the overall perception of the market is. So I use perception of sentiment analysis with fundamentals so I can understand, right, fundamentally that's the data, right? That's the data of jobs data, NFP, unemployment, etc, etc, etc. And then sentiment is how are people perceiving the USD. So if everyone's shorting it, the sentiment is bearish on the dollar. Everyone's saying, right, NFP hit, everyone's shorting the dollar, dollar's dropping off a cliff. The sentiment is we're going to short the dollar. That's the perspective people have. So when I use cross correlation, it just made sense. To me, it just made common sense. But obviously, not everyone has the view on things I do. That's why I trade Euro USD, GBP USD, because they're interlinked as, you know, similar moving pairs. GBP CHF, GBP JPY, CHF JPY interlinked pairs. Both safe haven currencies, and I've got DXY in the corner. So this DXY in the corner is affecting all of these charts. And I'm going to tell you something really cheeky. This is really, really naughty of me, yeah? I passed one of my prop firms accounts and they said you need to make 0.5% in 3 days to just meet the targets. What I did, I bought GBPJPY and I sold EURUSD because they're both interlinked. So if one of them goes the wrong way, the other was going to balance it out. Does that make sense? It's like a hedge. I call that a cross-correlation linked hedge. I don't know if that's the thing people know about or do. I don't know. But it's a cross-correlation linked hedge. Exactly. So I was making money on Euro falling. I was making money on GBPJPY going up. So yeah. Yeah, it does for sure. Miko talks about it, like watching the yen basket for its flow or effects. Yes, exactly. But me being British, living in the UK, I see firsthand the economy of the pound, the economy of the pound. Personally, I love the pound more than I do the dollar. That's why I have GBPCHF and JPY. GBPCHF is my absolute favorite pair. Then it's GBPUSD, then it's GBPJPY. These are my three favorite pairs. Euro I just keep as linked with USD, GBPUSD. Because the euro makes up for 65% of the dollar. So the euro is 65% invested in the USD as an economy. So EU has a huge link to DXY. Whereas pound only has, I think, is like 15% investment in the DXY or something like that. But yeah, I suppose it's kind of an advanced understanding of markets and stuff like that. I guess it comes across like that. But yeah, Divot, the stuff I'm talking about now, Waka has absolutely no knowledge of any of this stuff, bro. Whew. That was a big talk, man. Let's look at some charts again. So your GBPJPY still sat in this consolidation. We're up on JPY 0.1%. We're up on CHF 0.1%. We did come into this level here, which is technically a 1 hour supply zone. Okay, we can drag that over a bit more. FX sentiment AI. Sentiment's easy, bro. You know what COT data is? COT data is basically the data of all these like smart money businesses and stuff like that, where they position themselves. If you just get COT data, that's pretty much the sentiment of the market anyway. Or if you just look at reports from all the biggest banks in the world and see what all of them are saying, if they all line up or majority of them line up on one view, there's the sentiment. So market sentiment is kind of easy to understand. There's going to be moments of time where market sentiment is hard to understand because you might be in a moment of price where DXY, we're sat in a level where it's in between, given a direction of high or low. So the sentiment's a bit neutral on the DXY. Some people are shorting the hell out of the DXY. Okay, some news must have happened. 1 second. Let me look for if news happened. So that's some volume right there, that is, guys. Japan and UK defense chiefs to meet in August 28th. That's interesting, but that wouldn't cause that level of volume. can't see anything, brother. Genuinely can't see anything, dude. Yeah, I can't see anything. Could just be individual price action then. Which trade were you looking at, David? Guys, we got 4 people watching now apparently. Do us a favor, like the stream, thank you. Are you talking about GU shorts, yeah? London slapped the buyers, yeah it did. London took them out. That's what I was waiting, innit? Price tapped into that supply zone, price tapped into that supply zone, sold off there. You know, when you get price action like this and a melt through, it's clear that sellers are in control. Absolutely clear sellers are in this market right now. Buyers are not here yet. They're still asleep. But what we do have here is actually a marked at this level. Let me show you guys this level on Euro real quick. Yeah, we're close to weekly low. We're on Tuesday. Are we on Wednesday? Tuesday? Wednesday. Yeah. So we're on Monday's low right here. So I was waiting to see what price action does, if it takes this low or if it comes for the news low. So there we got the news low as well. And we got a couple other little intraday lows here, so just mark all them out, man. Mark them all out real quick. I'll take that low. So we've got a few different lows here price might want to react from. So yeah. So I just sit, wait and see. So now if we start to break to the upside, yeah, that's technically valid in it because there was a supply zone that led to all these lows, so that's okay. So I'll mark that as a supply, and then I'm gonna say from here that this zone could potentially be invalid. If EU sweeps this low and we start to see bullish momentum, then we could technically say these zones here could be levels which are prone for failure. Could be. Could. So just sit, wait and see now what happens here. You see the trendline liquidity in EU after the breakout. Yeah, this is it, innit? So it's a build up of a channel. We had the push. We went up there, tapped supply zone, melted through all of this zone here. Yeah, send it on X, please. And then we melted through here as well. We're just literally building channels to induce them, building channels to induce them. But yeah, Jason, if you find any other traders, yeah, because you might be running around trying to find videos and stuff. If you find any other traders that trade M1 and they use cross correlation the way I do, tell me, because I think I'm the only person that does. Will do, man. Peace. So gbpjpy is not being the best, as you can see. It's kind of stuck in this little range from here. We made a move up 13 pips, very low volume. Normally this does a lot more movement than that. Ah, I said X, bro. 1 second. Yeah. That's this bit of trend line right here. Yeah, I've already marked it here, haven't I? Yep, there we go. Let's keep waiting now. So yeah, you know the difference is you use SMT zones in it on the higher time frame. Like you got that demand zone there or whatever it is. I don't really use supply demand in that way. I just use invalid zones, and then I look for 2-leg in it. That's kind of enough. Okay, let's see what happens here. Now we set this relevant point. Sorry, no, it's okay, bro. Sorry for what? You done nothing wrong. Why you sorry? Yeah, I had a feeling price is gonna come for news low. I just had a feeling, hence why I marked it out. Now let's see if we're gonna catch a reversal here or not. Or if it's gonna continue to melt down. The DXY is pushing up slowly. See, look at this, yeah? EU and GU are falling. GBPJPY is falling. GBPCHF is falling. What does that mean? Dollar is getting stronger. The dollar is getting stronger, yeah? So the yen and the CHF should get weaker. Should do. And then you got EU, GU, which are both falling down, so it means the DXY is strengthening as EU and GU are weakening. So it is a dollar strength issue. So it is the issue of the dollar having strength, not the pound having weakness. Yeah, there you go. Have I done that wrong? I feel like I've done that wrong. It's coming down more, it's coming down. Right, top onto M1. It might be one of those unique freak accidents where they all move in one moment, all together in for one moment. If I'm taking longs, I want to take it on GU. GU is a stronger pair. Fundamentally, GBP right now is one of the strongest currencies. Yeah, if I find a clean setup, I'm gonna take it. Yeah. So we'll see what happens in a second, man. It's gone 30 seconds. GU's not giving anything yet. You made equal highs below this M15 invalid zone. That's interesting. Get my 100k out as well, man. In case I need to get ready on this account as well. It's my 100k up? Yeah. Done. Alright, so now I'm ready on the 100k. I just need to make 5% and I'm done. Oh, hey D, what's up? Morning, brother. Morning. Unless you're in the other side of the world, then it's afternoon, evening. I'm literally waiting to potentially get into EU-GU longs. Potentially. I'm literally looking right now what's gonna happen. I don't like how you got this zone here though, man. Yeah, that's fine, Divi. You got this 3-minute supply zone. I don't like that. I'm gonna have to keep waiting on this. I'm gonna have to just wait a little. What's new, man? How you been doing, D? I'm just skeptical, man, because you've got an M3 supply zone on both of them. So if we come up, break this high, sweep these highs here, I'm gonna keep waiting, man. It's still not so clean. Still not so clean as I would like to see. It's about picking the good trades versus the bad trades, man, when you trade M1, because if you got high risk reward, it doesn't mean that you should just start taking crappy trades and eating into your profits. You're rather off just having patience and taking the better trades and boosting your win rate. If I could get my win rate to around 65%, I'd be so happy, bro. Even if it's 2 trades a month, bro, 65% with like a 15-20 return. That's brilliant, man. And I'm literally happy sitting here every single day and taking 1-2 trades a month. I'm completely fine with that. So we broke that high now. So this would be the zone to potentially enter from, because you've had a break here. Let's just look at this really quickly. I just want to see what GU is doing at the same time. Low, high, low, 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 high, low, low. It's tapped into that supply zone. Gonna keep waiting. If we can break this zone here and retrace into a demand zone, then I'm happy to get into some longs. One, 3, 4, 1, 3. Yeah. If it gets there. But we've had London Open already drop 23 pips. There has to be a correction. For it to go to the level that you're talking about, 41, it's gonna have to drop 41.3, yeah? It's gonna have to drop 50 pips. I don't see London opening and just dropping 50 pips straight. It's not common price action. It could totally do that. See that? Look, it tapped into the supply zone, took out the demand zone. This is why I didn't take the trade. Patience. I'll keep waiting now. So basically there's only one trade today so far on GBP yen, and it was based off of entering off of the London Open, sweeping these 2-3 lows, and then price coming back in here, mitigating the zone. Oh no, price coming in here, mitigating the zone, given breaker structure in 5 minutes or something, and then you've got break structure in 5 minutes, gives you break even, and then tags you out at break even. So that's all I'm seeing right now. Not seeing much else, which is fine. It's okay. You don't see everything. Price tapped into this demand zone, starting to give a bullish reaction. Don't really care about that. I'm gonna keep waiting. Good thing no high impact news today. Yes. I prefer when there's no news and it's raw price action, because you have to literally look at the price action and say, what is it going to do? Whereas with news, you get a lot of manipulation and stuff, right? I don't mind it, don't get me wrong. I don't mind news, but I just prefer raw price action. Hey Yusuf, hi, assalamu alaikum. Oh, this is brilliant. Some of the guys are turning up, man. I appreciate that. Honestly, it does make me so happy when I see a few guys come to the stream and stuff, because then it's kind of like the channel's growing, people are coming, and it just gives you a bit of like, yay type feeling. I don't know how to explain it. So yeah, guys, you're all here. Do me a favor, hit the like button. Thank you so much. It genuinely helps a lot. It really does. And I'm so thankful that you're all here. Thank you. My guys. Yay, popcorn. Yeah. If I take a trade and I catch TP, bro, and you guys follow the signal, then You catch TP, then I suppose it works out good for everyone. Hope you all doing well. Alhamdulillah, my brother. I'm doing fantastic, man. Just patience in it. Patience and patience. Just waiting for a potential trade. GBPUSD longs. EURUSD longs. If I'm going to long EU and GU, naturally I'd want to short GJ. No. Yeah. I'd wanna buy GJ as well. Yes, that's right. No, short GJ. Today it's a mix between EU and GU. So they look better today. They look much better today, EU and GU do. And I'm just literally trying to hop in some longs any moment. I just need price to come break this high here. Let me just put the breaker structure there. So I wanted to break this part here, and I want to hop in from any, even if it's an M1 demand zone. I want to hop in here, and then on EURUSD, I wanted to break this structure. But it depends if GU basically. Breaker structure Bashy, yeah. If GU breaks this high and then mitigates this order block for a potential buy setup, I might take it, looking at EU to see what is EU doing. I was also looking for buys in EU GU, but on M15 it keeps respecting trend line, so I'm staying away. Actually, this for me is a form of liquidity. If you're talking about all of this, that is just liquidity. It's engineering. It's engineering more and more, which is brilliant because I love that. It just gives me more confidence in my trade. So like if you just to say from here all the way to here, look at that, beautiful. That's beautiful. I literally love that right there. That's telling me, bro, hop in longs, man. Bro, hop in longs. We're gonna make money, hop in longs. That's what it's telling me, hop in longs. So for me, when you get a build up again, expansion outwards, and then you sweep liquidity on the left, that's a signal of a potential reversal occurring. Because you've had a channel, you had an expansion outside of that channel, that's going to signify, right, let's go take longs. Because price is going to now reverse. Just clean the chart up a bit, get rid of that. So that's a signal for me about that. And GU is kind of the same, right? Yeah, kind of similar, but the expansion outwards on GU is so much more aggressive. Like you see that expansion outwards, oh my god. So it expanded outwards, it took out this zone, left the supply zone there. Oof, it broke right here with momentum. Look at all of that momentum coming in. Buys are right. Buyers are looking at the right thing because build up, expansion outwards, price is having volume coming in, pull back, big volume coming in. Let's see what Euro does. But be careful because you have got lows here that price might want to retrace into. So you have to be careful in it. Now I need to be really quick at this because if I'm going to take this trade, I need to take it on all of my accounts. Entry is going to be 446. So entry is going to be on that 1 minute zone there. And then stop loss is going to be 2.5 pips. I'm going to cover that a bit more. Yeah. I'll do 3 pip SL on there. That's still good enough for my data. But if it taps this supply zone, we can't take it. If it taps this zone, we cannot take that trade. It invalidates it. So just 1 second, guys. So 3 pip SL on there. So on here, I'm gonna give it a 4 pip coverage because Alpha Capital Group is one of the worst brokers I've ever come across in my life. There's my 100k account. 100k. There it is. Hop on to GU. Go to M1. What have I done? What have I done? So what was this? 66, right? So I'm gonna cover $62. I'm gonna cover 63 on my phone because 3.2 pip SL. Let's do 3.3 pip SL. I'm gonna do 3.5. I've nearly passed this account anyway, so I'm just gonna do 3.5%. Because I nearly passed this 100k account, so right, I've set that there on GU. 1 second, guys, I just need to. Right, SLTP in chat. You do it for me. 1.34466 is potential entry. SL 1.34436. But bear in mind, this trade could get invalidated in a matter of seconds. It could literally get invalidated in a matter of seconds. I went long. 1.34466 on GU. 1.34466 is the entry. Personally, I'm just going to do 1.34465. Yeah. It's annoying because I'm using OBS Studios and I can't type on YouTube. I have to go to YouTube to type. So look here, look, can you see that? 34465 is the entry. 34465. Stop loss is 3 pips, so that's 4435. Guys, this is not financial advice. This is not financial advice. Uh, 1.33446. Yeah. 34465. SL 1. But you told me I'm going to be rich. If this, but guys, I have a low win rate, yeah? I have a low win rate, relax. If this hits SL, it's fine. Only risk like 0.25%. Only risk 0.25% because we're going to target like 10R anyway. 15R anyway, so don't worry. We're going to literally target like all of this. Wait. Where are we targeting? Yeah, so about 35 pips. Oh yeah, we're targeting 11 point something. Oh, that's fine. Relax. We're going to be okay. Right, where's the... This is not financial advice. I need to reiterate. So I've got my entry set on there for 65 with the 4 pip SL. I might give more than 4 pip SL on Alpha Capital Group because every time I take a trade on Alpha Capital Group I get whacked. Use a lot of size calculator, divot. What's your account balance? Are you break even or drawdown? Are you break even or drawdown? Jason. I'm still giggling at that comment. Down. Okay. How much percent down? 1%, right? Is 1% down, wasn't it? $40. Risk 0.25%. Don't risk 0.5, risk 0.25. Okay, price is starting to have to set limit where it buys automatically. On what? MetaTrader? I've just set my limit on MetaTrader on my phone, if that's what you mean. I've just set it on my phone for my 100k account. Yeah, okay. So if you click on the screen, yeah, and you click on where you got your lot sizes, you got the round symbol above it. Click on the round symbol, drag it to wherever you want to drag it to, click SL, set your SL, and then click your lot sizes to match it with the SL so you know what your risk is. Does that make sense? I don't know if I'm going to show you or not, man, on my phone. I can't share on my phone. Okay, so here's my 100k account. Damn it. You're not gonna see like that. Yeah, you're not gonna see like that. Let me go chat stream. Okay, wait. Okay, so you can see my phone right there, yeah? And then you've got that symbol in the top corner. The top corner symbol. And then it puts that on your screen. Then you can drag it up and down wherever you want to set your limit. And then if you keep the lots on the top open, you can set your entry and stuff, do your lots to equate to your SL, and then set the limit. Does that make sense? Did you catch that? Yeah, buy limit. Yeah. I'm going to get off this now in case I open another trade by accident because it's a touchscreen phone. Let me try. Okay, price is coming down slowly on GU, but we have an issue with EU. Gotta go now. I need to actively manage my position on gold. Good luck, Yusuf. Do me a favor, like the stream, bro. Thank you. Thanks for coming. So GU and EU gotta think respectively here. So look at this, yeah. So we've tapped into this supply zone. Even if you just bring it to there. So because of that, I'm a bit like, I've already liked. Oh, thank you, Jazakallah. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, good luck on that trade, bro. Good luck on that trade. Come back and let us know what happened with it. So GU is completely valid, right? It's gonna trigger in a second. Oh shit, I haven't set it on. I better tap that supply zone. Do I take it or not? I'm gonna take it with less risk. Because it's tapped that. Nah, I'm gonna cancel the limit, guys. Cancel the limits. I've cancelled the limits. EU hasn't broke that zone as a supply zone yet, and because EU and GU are linked, EU is respecting that supply zone. You see the issue right now. That's why I had to delete the limit, even though I really wanted that trade. You didn't? Nah, I didn't. Look at EU. EU's in the invalid zone, innit? Look here, bro. Look. This is invalid zone, innit? That's a 1 minute supply zone right there. That's a 2 minute supply zone right here. That's a 3 minute supply zone right there. You see divot, yeah? On the M5, there's nothing there. M4, there's nothing there. But there is on the M3, 2, and 1. So, all right, okay, let's see what happens because it's tagged it here. If it fails, I'm going to be so happy, bro, because patience and perseverance. And if it goes up and hits TP, I don't care. Right, Alpha Capital groups in the... I'm just looking at Alpha Capital group spreads because they're not so good, but even that showing that now it would have entered that trade officially. So what happens here? Does it reject or does it... You see the difference of how fast you're gonna take a buy versus how quick you switch into a sell or you switch into a cancel the limit. It's literally at the snap of a finger. You have to be really, really fast. He has come into this zone here. The inducement, yeah, is gonna be obviously on EU here, innit? We've tapped into this zone here. We swept these equal lows. It didn't push higher. We come into this order block. Now, okay, let me teach you something about supply demand, yeah? If price is being bullish, high highs, high lows, high highs, high lows, it keeps touching demand zone, making a high, touching demand zone, making a high. If there's a supply zone above, price touches the supply zone, then comes for that demand zone will be failed because there's a likelihood that supply might have precedence over the demand because it mitigated the supply prior to the demand. Does that make sense? And see, look at that. That's exactly why. You see that zone failed. You see that? This is why it's about context and understanding which supply zones are valid, which ones are invalid, and when do you trade into the supply zone which is invalid, and when do you wait for that zone to fail. Does that make sense? Perfect example of why I didn't take that trade. This GU was valid. EU unfortunately gave an invalidation criteria. And this is why I link EU and GU as simultaneous pairs. Now if the inducement is for buys still, if price induces this low here, didn't check you tapped into zone. Yeah, look, I drew it in it. If you go back 5-10 minutes, like I even said that zone there. Like if you go back maybe 30 minutes ago, I said this zone's a supply zone on the M3. This is why with M1 you have to be really fast at looking at numerous pairs and stuff like that. I still want longs on GJ. Because look at gbpjpy here. Look at all of these highs. Yeah, so many highs. Okay, CHF is pushing up now. Dollar strengthening, Swiss is weakening, yen is still staying strong. I know why the yen's strong. They Governor Ueda, I don't know if he's still governor of the Bank of Japan, he said that we're gonna start doing rate hiking cycles, which will strengthen the yen. Yes. That's why the yen is stronger. I forgot about that. That makes sense. Apologies, guys. I forgot about that completely. I'm gonna do something here really quick. Let's just do it as a demand zone. Okay, so divot. This is what I mean about demand zones, yeah? High, low, high, low, high. Taps into this supply zone here. Is this demand zone still valid or not? Divot. No. Perfect. Because that supply could easily take all of these zones out, because here's the trend line, but just ignore the trend line. But the point is, if you're trading supply and demand, if price taps into a supply zone prior to the demand, then it invalidates it. But what if this happens? Is this valid? Is that supply zone, is this demand zone valid now? Yes, perfect. Good lad. Good. What the hell, man? Why isn't it there? And that's what happened here, innit? Tapped into the supply zone. Protect yourself from a loss, bro, so I suppose it's okay. Guys, don't want to go over any pairs for you guys or anything? Ask in it. If you want to go over pairs or anything like that, just ask. I don't know if they're all here or not, if they left. So yeah, literally, I just need to make 5% on phase 2 of the 100k account, which is basically 1 TP at 0.5% risk. So I'm just trying to catch like 5 here, 5 likes. Perfect. For me, it says 3 are here. Let me get rid of that instant. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I just need to get one trade and pass that 100k can, and then I'm funded on that 100k, which is why, let's get rid of all of that now, which is why I'm kind of why is it doing that? I should be grabbing, damn it. David, you can try again. Jews come into this low also. Yeah, you can try again on this. There might be another opportunity. And now we can say this zone might also be invalid. But let's just have a look at who's in control. Are the buyers in control or not? Let's have a look. Price might want to come take this low. Yeah, I will in a second, bro. Just give me 1 second. I look at it on gbpchf, so AUDJPY. Yeah, AUDJPY. What time frame? What time frame do you want me to have a look at? KG swept that low. This low was what? It was a... Ooh, it was the Tuesday low. Is there any other relevant... Okay. 1 hour and 4 hour. Yeah. That's fine, bro. Let's keep that there. Let's go 4 hour first. We're trending bearish, but we are engineering all of this here. So longs look good from the 4 hour perspective, because you want to target like you know, all of this here. So probably like around here, or if you want to be like really aggressive, you can try and target the high. And we do have a support level here also. Because if you look at that, that was before as a resistance. Price broke, retested, continued, and that's become support here. So resistance became support. That's interesting. And we've had a good reaction off of that, making higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. Within internal price action, within internal price action, they've used to fib the swing high to the swing low. We are technically below the 50%, so we're on the cheaper side of price, if that makes sense. So longs look valid from this zone. You are approaching a lower high, so you might have a resistance level here. You'd have to be careful, because you'll have a resistance level there. On M1, from this swing high to this swing low, which is this is the current range that we're trading. We're at the higher end of price action. But what I also see is we had these two equal highs. Asia swept it, had a bearish reaction. But with that being said, I'm just seeing a bunch of highs here again. So you could target into these highs also. You could target into these highs also. Because basically on this price action, we're overall bullish, yeah? But we're having a pullback of price. We're having a correction of price. Because look at this Friday, that's NFP, isn't it? Yeah. So obviously, huge drop, price corrected it. Could go two ways. You could buy up to this level here, wait for price to come to this level and catch a down move. So you've got this high to this low, yeah? And then internally bullish here, and we might come up, take this high, which is now going to be established as our new lower high on this price leg here, to then take out all of these. So if you look at from here, yeah, that's just a channel. You see how that's just a channel? So it's going to take that whole channel and potentially go lower. So you got both sides of it there. You got buys and shorts that are valid. On H4, I prefer buys. On H4, I prefer buys for sure. And I try and target this area here because you are overall bullish. This is just a big correction down to this resistance became support level. You had a good reaction off of that level. I'd like to see price take all this liquidity or take these highs and then come to take these highs also. But from a 1 hour time frame, we are bearish. We are clearly bearish on the 1 hour time frame. So I'd look for price to come up, take these highs and then do a push down. I'm not in any 50-50. Yeah, it's kind of in the middle, bro. It's in the middle. So you've got 4 hour looks bullish overall, 1 hour looks bearish because you're doing the correction to price down. You did touch into this level here. We've had great reaction off of this resistance became support level. I call them key areas. So key areas basically on higher time frame. And then on the 4 hour, you classed at a discounted price range. On the 1 hour, you're around 50% of the range. I'm not in any 50-50. Yeah, you're at, even on this, you're at the 50-50 range. I would go down to a lower time frame, M15, and have a look what we can do here. Asia open, swept this low, tapped into this demand zone. That looks good to me. Had a great reaction. Broke these highs. But then Asia come, swept this high here. Asia swept that high there. Had a bearish reaction. Then price swept this internal liquidity here. Didn't have a good reaction. It's chopped around for 40-30 minutes. That's not good. The price might want to come down to take these lows. Or these lows here and then move up from here. Because on the M15 we're bullish. Look at that. We're clearly bullish on M15 time frame. So from an intraday perspective, you could hop in longs. You just need to wait for confirmation of when to hop in a long. Normally I like to see a break of structure, a retracement into some sort of like break and retest level. I prefer supply demand on lower time frame. It's more relevant. So yeah, that's what I would say. Because this is the same level, isn't it? I think as the 1 hour. I think this is the same level as the 1 hour. Yeah. So I'd wait for it to come, take Asia low, probably take Tuesday's London low, and then look for some type of reversal in price to see if you can hop into a long on the M15. Now, this is interesting because we're coming to 9:30, which for me 9:30 is an important time. If you break this structure, GU broke the structure here. Nice one, thanks. Yeah, I hope that gave you some good insight. I was covering both longs and shorts in it on the 4 hour and the 1 hour, and then M15 just looked better for longs. It just like that just looks way better for longs. That does. That just looks so much more better for longs. Okay, so we broke structure here. It just tagged into this zone. I'm gonna swing trade eventually. Like once I've got funded and I've got all my money, the plan is to build about 100k in my personal account, 200k in my piggy bank. At that level, I'm gonna go swing trading, because then I don't need to sit on the chart for 3-4 hours. And my psychology is already good enough for that anyway, so yeah. So literally GU did break a structure in 1 minute, tagged into the demand zone. Literally wouldn't have time to catch that at all. It literally wicked straight in and had a reaction. GU is far stronger today. 0.3 minus 0.3, GU is minus 0.42. GBP is a stronger pair today. Quite a bit stronger. Come on, man. Give me a trade, please. If I don't catch a trade, it's fine, but I would prefer one. I just want to get funded on that 100k account and pass a couple others as well. And then I've got a few other accounts that are around break even as well. I got another 50k account that's break even. I got another 200k account that's in drawdown by 2-3%. That should have been in break even, but I accidentally, when I was in a profitable trade, accidentally closed off too big of a position. I was like, oh no, I closed off too big of the position. I was like, no. So that account, that 200k account's in 3% drawdown. That's fine. 1 TP, I'll be back at break even. I've got another 200k account that's deep in drawdown because the broker's pricing is so bad. And then I've got a bunch of like 10ks and 5ks. They're all at break even or in profit. Hey, this is why I waited for EU to follow, but it didn't. That's literally why I waited for EU to follow. You don't look at anything else, D. No, I've got loads of accounts. I've got like 10-11 accounts. I'm with a few different prop firms. In terms of capital, I've got about 600k. 580 or 600k, and then I'm gonna get another 400k soon as well and try and pass that. And then I just want to get to about 2 million funding. That's my goal, is about 2 mil. And then I just want to get about 6 months of payouts. And then at that point, I'm going to trade my own account, and my own account, I'm going to have a very aggressive approach. I'm going to probably risk 5% per trade on my own account, and then grow that account. Like, I want to have a 100k account and grow it to like 500k. Oh, I use funded next. Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. They're probably one of my favorite, I can't lie. That's the 100k account I've got that I've passed phase 1. and I'm almost close to passing phase 2 on the 100k count. That's funded next. Actually, I very much like them. I've heard bad things about them as well, but I've not heard one prop firm has only been good things. Even FTMO, I've heard some bad stuff about FTMO rejecting payouts for certain criteria and stuff. But yeah, there is no prop firm that I've heard only good things about. But funded next is brilliant on M1. The price on funded next is very good. It's very similar to IC Markets, which is my broker that I'm using here. As you can see, IC Markets right there. That's my broker. And here's my account with them. Ooh, what the hell is this? What is this, guys? Oh, no idea what that is. Okay, so IC Markets, 100k count, I'm up 5,750, so I'm up 5.7%. No divot. There was about to be a trade on GU, but obviously it got invalidated. So yeah, just gonna keep waiting, guys. Keep waiting. But yeah, funded next is a really good prop for MD. On low time frame, their spreads are really good. Their pricing is really good. I can't find any fault with them actually. Right, guys, we're at 9:30 now. So 9:30 is normally a time where price gives a reversal or something. Because when you trade lower time frame, you realize certain times price's volume comes in, or price will do a sweep of a certain level or something. So we're coming to that time now, 9:30. And 9:31, we swept this low here. Let's see what happens now. GBPCHF is close to sweeping these highs as well. I'd love to see a sweep of these highs on GBPCHF and take a short. That would be ideal. Got 5 people watching right now, guys. If you have any questions, drop them in the chat. I'll try my best to answer. Whether if you want me to go over a pair, or if you just need advice with the trading plan or psychology. Psychology is my strongest point. Or you could do what Jason says and say I'm very technical. Price is still continuing bearish. There's a likelihood that price may now actually on GJ, you can see it's kind of bleeding or like annihilating this zone here, to be fair. If I can't catch a trade today, it's not the end of the world, guys. It really isn't the end of the world. It's fine. Yeah, of course. Because this trend line is just extended over here now. That trend line is just extended over here on GU. It's just come across here now. So people are still going to see that as a resistance level and be like, oh yeah, our trend line is still valid. So yeah. If it breaks this high, I'm happy, we can take a long. If it doesn't break this high but gives a 2-leg, so if GU breaks this high, EU doesn't break the high but it gives a 2-leg, I'm taking that. That's valid. And it's at 9:30, which is a time that I like. I like 9:30 moves. If GU obviously breaks this invalid zone, as in break structure by taking this invalid zone out, and EU doesn't do that, but EU gives a 2-leg, I'm going to take the trade on either of the pair, because that's valid. UK time, BST, British Standard Time, 9:30. So basically, when you're trading M1D, you've got certain times that are important. Yeah, you got 7 o'clock Frankfurt Open, 8 o'clock London Open, 8:30 is a time where you might get a reversal. Then you got 9:30, and then you got 11:30. These 5 time zones, if you look at these 5 time zones on EUGU over probably 1 year, so just go on like the M15 chart and just look at everyday London session, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 8:30, 9:30, 11:30, and just look what price action does, and you're going to realize it's a pattern. I did that. I looked at the data for 4 years, every single day, the average pip movement, what time price does a reversal, what time price gives volume, every single day for 4 years. And when I seen that data, I was like, oh my god, like on the 1 minute chart, like the time is one of the most important things. What time does it happen? What time does price break structure? What time does price sweep a structural high, structural low? What time does it give you your entry? It's so interesting. And the charts don't lie. So once you understand what you're looking at, it's so easy to really start to comprehend the behavioral patterns of M1. That's on EUGU. On GBPCHF is slightly different. GBPJPY is slightly different. I can't believe the spreads on GBPJPY, man. 2.5 pips. That's a huge spread. I think that's because of the yen. Talking about rate hikes or something like that. It's giving crazy spreads. Were you there when I was saying to Miko that I normally don't trade? I normally close a trade out after 11:30. Were you there when I said that? I think I mentioned it a couple of times. I don't know if you were there or not. Right. So you get what I mean, right, Divit? But obviously, if GU takes the invalid zone and EU touches the invalid zone, then I'm gonna have to be careful, because GU might be sweeping the liquidity to push down. You understand? GU might be coming to sweep that zone to continue the push down. Wasn't around. Okay, yeah. So basically, if I'm in a trade, I normally cancel my trade out around 11:30 because of price time reversal. Price reverses at that time, and it lines up with my data, which shows my TP trade duration on average is about 1:30 to about 2 hours. That's my average trade duration. That's for TP2, which kind of lines up with if I take a trade at 9:30, 2 hours later is 11:30. Makes sense. If I take a trade at about 8:30, 2 hours later is about 10:30 anyway, because 2 hours is my average trade duration. But I don't really like holding after 11:30. The only reason I held after 11:30 on EU, where I caught that 46R trade, where it's like 30,000, was because I had a fundamental understanding that Jerome Powell was going to come out and say something bad for the dollar. So I kind of held that one. But normally I don't hold them after that. Lower high, lower low, lower high, technically lower low. Still not given anything yet. The way you trade low time frames versus higher time frames is very different. Price is fractal, so you do get like similar behavioral traits from price, obviously, but on M1 it's a lot more. There's more information you have to be mindful of, if that makes sense. There's more things you have to be mindful of, like invalidations and stuff. Like, G's come into that zone. Is it gonna respect it or is it gonna break it? And what's EU gonna do in relation to that? Let's have a look what EU's gonna do. I'm gonna position myself for a long. Let's get my phone out as well, because there might be a potential trade coming in a second. Right, phone ready, million accounts ready. Hey, no. Why you happen? What happened with the you? What's happened here, man? MetaTrader is being annoying. It's why have you done that for MetaTrader? Why? Open that. Why is it doing that for, man? Stupid MetaTrader. I'm just gonna close that account. Where are you gonna enter? If we break the invalid zone, the nearest demand. But my account's being weird. Why is it done this for, man? View status bar. No. Chart bar. View toolbar. View toolbar. Status bar. Why is it doing that? Damn it. Okay, so it's broke that zone. That's good. Oops. That's good. That's good. We got an M1 demand zone right there as well. That's even better. Now, have you got any of the 5-minute zones that could invalidate this? No, we got a 1-minute zone over here that could invalidate. Oh my god, that is such a tight zone. Oh yo. That is such a tight zone. It's a 1 pip zone. No. No. 1.5 pips. I can't take that. It's out of my trading range. Damn it. Has to be between 2 and 4. Divvy. Why is going wrong? The long position tool, yeah. There you go. But there's an issue. I can't pull up my account. Why are you not letting me pull you up for? You stupid thing. This is so annoying. No, I didn't want that either. Data window? No. Aha! But this isn't doing that. This is being different. Why is this being weird? Guys, I'm having an issue here with MetaTrader. It's being an absolute arsehole. Why is it being like that? Toolbox. Aha, is it called Toolbox? Yes, there you go. Thank God. Stupid MetaTrader, man. Oh, price is going on GU. That's annoying. It's called the long position tool, isn't it, Divot? The long position tool. Or just long or short tool. $30. That'd have been even worse. It's annoying because I can't trade it if it's too small. As much as I would want to, or nice. Be patient. Yeah. Of course. But you see how after 9:30, bro, big bullish candle, bearish candle, wee, after 9:30. I love it, bro. I love it when time matches up. Right, this might want to come here and test this, or it might want to absolutely break it. Yes, we need a patience. No, hi. In terms of this, yeah, if price action breaks this, if this high gets broke, there could be an opportunity for a short. A long, sorry. Need to be careful of this supply zone. Yeah, you know what is, David? With trading, you have to have patience of a rock when you're trading M1, bro. You have to be very, very patient and self-aware as well. I stopped out at break even on the way down. You mean on AJ? Yeah. Got you, Jason. Got you. It's okay, man. Don't worry. Break even's fine. Like, you haven't lost any money, bro. If you look at it in terms of a win rate, a break even is not classed as a loss. So that's not bad, bro. Break evens are fine. I think on this account, I was gonna say something, but it's not there. Something. GU's coming to that zone. EU's not broke structure yet. Was a tiny profit. Yeah, that's okay, bro. You know, because I trade M1, my profits are huge. I have really big profits. But obviously my lot sizes are really big as well, so it's good and bad. I pay loads in commissions because my trades tend to be quite big. For you. David, for you, my trade is like the my trade is like the MSG. When I hit the ball go at the park so far away, you know. Yeah, I make a same with trading. I hit the trade out of the park, you know. Yeah, we need more MSG in the market. Oh dear. MSG, yeah. But yeah, with the way I trade, Jason, I try and target big moves, like big volatile moves. So my average are anywhere from 10 to 18. average R. That's on TP2. TP1 is between 5 and 8. 5 and 10. 5 and 8 is my average partials. That's TP1. TP2 is normally between 10 and 18 depending on the stop loss and stuff. And then I always leave a runner, but from my runners I don't really get much movement. I would swing my moves. I hit SL. Hiya! Jason, why you take the trade and you hit the SL? For you. You want to do the trading, but he doing the throwing the money in the bin. For you. Uncle Bashy, no happy Jason. You have the name of the... I can't say that. It's kind of like race and stuff like that. I'm gonna say it's funny joke. You lost the uncle title. Hiya. You guys are funny, man. I bet these sat there thinking these lot are crazy. These lot are crazy. Okay, we broke structure on eurusd, but now we have an issue. GU's tapped into that invalid zone. Look. gbpjpy was taking the look. Look. Wee. Was there an entry? I don't know if there. It's swept low there, yeah. Lower high led to a lower low, led to a lower high, led to a high low, led to a high tap that zone, led to a high low, led to a high tap that zone. Yeah, even this was suspicious because it tapped into this zone, but it still looked good. Auntie Esther not gonna let me hide inside the house. Oh yeah. You broke, you broke, you make no money. What? David, that was confusing, bro. You confused me with that one, bro. Yeah. Okay, guys, we're at 10 o'clock now. I'll cut the stream at about 10:15. This, you broke. This why you Uncle Ronari. Oh yeah. Got you, Divi. Okay, I understand that. Sorry if I was being stupid. I'd like to see GJ just slap this zone entirely and then take out that invalid zone as well. Just completely annihilate it. Price is a bit tricky today, man. It's creating so many invalid zones, and it's kind of tagging into them a lot, so it's kind of difficult to catch a trade, if that makes sense. A high probability one anyway. There's loads of crappy trades you can take within these levels, but you'll be getting annihilated by the market. One of my friends sent me a picture. He took a loss on EU here. He took a loss on GU. I think he took a loss on GU here. So I think he's down like 2% in the day. I was like, why didn't you wait, bro? You know, just because the market gives you a trade doesn't mean you should take that trade. You should look at like the validity of it. If that makes sense. You need more MSG in your entries, Jason. You put a foot down from chair. David for you. You guys are funny. Oh god. This is how I prefer my streams to be, man. Like, you focus a bit on the charts, you locked in, and then you mess around and you have some jokes. And then you get locked in again, then you mess around, you have some jokes. I like that. That's my preference. Bashy, I miss Beauty by Bashy, we need more. I don't even remember that. What was Beauty by Bashy? I don't even remember. Okay, look, so it broke that level. Did it give an entry on this level? So if it broke from here, the nearest demand zone, I can't find one on M1. M2 would be this zone here. So it'll probably be one of these zones here. I'm guessing like that one. Or was it that one? I think it was that one. And price tagged into the invalid zone. That's where I like to live life, brother. Yeah, me too, man. Like, obviously, when I'm live streaming, I'm a bit more professional. I can still mess around, like, you know, fuyo and stuff like that. Or when he's doing your nails, yeah, obviously you have to have clean nails, bro. I don't like dirty nails. I like being clean and stuff. Locked in and joking my way out. Yeah, that's fine, yeah. I'm much more savage in real life, but obviously because I'm on social media, you have to behave in a certain way and stuff like that, right? But generally, I'm quite savage for banter and stuff. Okay, so my trade window finishes at 10:15. I cannot take a trade after 10:15, meaning entry-wise. We're pretty much at that level now anyway, because this would have been a great entry here. Because lower high, lower low, lower high, higher low, higher high, higher low, broke this high. So this is the higher high, this is a higher low, broke this high. This demand zone here would be valid to take an entry from. But obviously, what do you see? You see that price just tapped into an invalid zone. We should have a group chat or something in long or something. I don't know. I mean, I don't really... My idea is that from the community aspect, they'll all just come to the live stream and talk in the live stream, because I don't even have a Discord and stuff. Because all the people who have Discords and stuff like that, they either sell signals or they are teachers. I'm not really looking to be a teacher. I'm not really looking to sell signals. It's just prove that I'm a profitable trader, prove that I'm authentic as a trader, and just to give free education on psychology, trading plan and stuff like that. I'm not really looking for, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking about, innit? Because I've been in a few Discords and stuff, right? And teaching people is so hard because a lot of people, Jason, you and I, we get job center. Jason, if you follow me on on X, that would make a lot of sense, because this is a joke that happened between me and one of my friends. It's a really good joke. Oh my god, that was so funny, man. So funny. Yes, David, maybe Auntie Helen come back. Oh god. So Jason, how old are you then? Or are you young, I'm guessing, yeah? Oh, perfect, D, that's perfect. 1 second, let's have a look at that. It was, what did it say, GBP CAD, right? GBP CAD. I was looking at M15 time frame, and I said take a long. Wasn't that right? Yeah, I'm gonna hop over to Miko's stream shortly anyway and just see what he's saying and chill out there for a bit. So I'll probably see you over there shortly. So yeah, perfectly, bro. I did say it's gonna sweep these lows and then have bullish momentum. So perfect. I'm actually glad to see that worked out well. If you go on the M5, let's have a quick look. M5. Oh god, yeah, we got a... Didn't I say this was a support level or something? Yeah, this looks like a support level. So that's break and retest there. There's support there. Break, retest. They're looking for continuation, and then they got chopped. So yeah, for me, that was clear buys, bro. And you would target Frankfurt Asia high on GBP. So I'm glad that worked out, man. Nice. Hell yeah, Bash, I'm 45 years young. Oh, nice. Nice. See you there too. Yeah, peace out. I'll stick around for another few minutes till about 10 past. Then I'll end the stream there, and then we can head over to Miko's, because I think he's started. Is he started? Yeah, or is he still kind of doing his intro thing? 1 second, let me just send that in there. Let's have a quick look what's going on with him. Yeah, he's officially started the stream, so yeah, I'll bounce over there in a moment. Yeah, I've just had a look. He's officially started it, so he's actually on stream. No, he's on stream now. If you have a look. Because normally he starts it, and for about 5-10 minutes, he just does like the intro thing and stuff like that. So yeah, I'll cut the stream in about a minute. But yeah, unfortunately, it's one of those days. I've called price about invalid zones. Price is gonna fail there. Price is gonna fail there. I was right on all of that. Unfortunately, couldn't catch a entry into the market. But as I said, it's not the end of the world, because no, not Trader Nick, Miko. I told you about him before. Miko, let me send it in the chat, bro. Let me send his live stream in the chat. I don't know if he's gave me moderator or not, because he said he was going to give me moderator as well. I don't know if he's managed to get that done or not. So here's him. He's a nice guy, bro. Miko's chill. But he trades a high time frame, and it's very different to how we trade. Very, very different. But I'm just chilling there and just socializing and stuff like that, you know. There. Tell me if that works. That's Miko's stream profile, and he's just started his stream. He does them from 10 till 12, so it's kind of perfect, because then I'll trade 7 till 10 or 7 till 11:30, and then obviously go over to Miko's and then just chill there for like an hour. If nothing gives, I'll check New York session. Yeah, that's fine, bro. I mean, there's I think there might be something in New York on GBP CAD also, because in New York session, obviously CAD gets this movement, doesn't it? So yeah, but I really want to short GBP CAD, CHF. I really want to short GBP CHF. But CAD, yeah, for me, I normally trade in New York session. I don't trade 1 till 2, which is for us when New York opens. I trade after 2. So the first hour of New York session, for me, I don't trade that because I kind of view it as manipulation on lower time frame. If that makes sense. But yeah, GBP CAD, you'll get something in New York session for sure. Right then, I'm gonna cut the stream there, guys. I'll see you guys in Miko's in a few moments. Honestly, I appreciate it. Thanks D for coming, Divit, Jason, Yusuf, all you guys slowly coming to the stream and stuff like that. I really appreciate it. It means a lot, helps the channel grow and stuff. So thank you, man. I'll see you guys in Miko's in a moment. Peace out.